Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Cheer, the old-fashioned Disney way.
Aw, come on, gang. It's Christmas time.
Oh, let's get into the spirit of one of my favorite holidays.
All up the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, we may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas now.
Are you ready for this? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Watch this, everybody. I'm gonna make it snow.
In Florida?
This could be big trouble. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. No, that's not a snow dance. That's a rain dance. Oops.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
I got it.
O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
What snow? I don't see any snow. I'm working on it.
Bells on Bobtail ring, making spirits bright.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John. I come to you from WDParkhoppers.com. Joining me, as always, on the other side of the internet is Mr. Tony Caselnova from Disney by the Numbers.
Hello. Hello, Internet.
Hey, if you want to try something fun, try watching the video to me live. It's distressing.
Oh, really?
Because I was talking and I saw you waving your arms. It's like, are you?
Oh. Yeah,
So,
I try
we've
not
got
to
a-
watch it.
Yeah. I try to watch it because sometimes the comments don't come over. It's weird.
Okay.
Sometimes. So we got a good crew watching tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule. If you're wondering what we're talking about, we do a live show Monday night at 8 p.m. You are cordially invited to come to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. While we're recording, you can interact with other Disney fans from all around the world. And we're just having a good time tonight. We've got a great show. And then after this show, we're going to do our second podcast, which is going to be talking about the 10 top
Christmas
10
movies and TV shows you should watch to get you in the Disney Christmas mood.
That is right. I did not have the wording in my head. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But first, before we do that, we have to do our regular show. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's start out by this iPrep Genius. Have you ever purchased an app for one of your students that is actually nothing like what you read in the iTunes store? Which that's happened to me. iPrepGenius.com takes the guesswork out of choosing your apps. iPrep Genius believes that every child is capable of being a genius. From a community of educators who hand select apps tailored to a child's success to online educational fundraising, they can do it all. iPrepGenius.com, because they care about students. They help build their future, and it's your teacher's responsibility to teach your kids, but it's everyone's responsibility to support them. So go visit our friends over at iPrepGenius.com.
Yes, that's good. We don't really have a meetup schedule, but as we just mentioned, we did have our Christmas crawl. And since there was no monorail to crawl on, we crawled upstairs to Top of the World and had some cocktails for wishes and called it a night. So thank you, Monorail Operations, for throwing a challenge at us. Challenge accepted.
Yeah,
we
no
were able to
kidding.
get around that. So
No kidding.
We're going to talk about our schedule once we kind of figure everything out. We've done some preliminary work on it. Now we got to, flesh it all out and put it to paper and get it done. So probably by the end of this year, we'll have a couple of the items out there for you all to see if you can participate in for our monthly meetups. So that will happen soon. Definitely by the end of the year. Also, should remind you that also around the end of the year, we like to throw out there our annual survey. And I got a couple things I'm gonna give away as a little prize package for the survey. So don't forget to do that. It kind of helps us. I'm gonna try and shorten it up. I know. I sometimes
it's not going to be the 37 pages of fun.
It is not. I'm going to try and shorten it up as much as I can. But a lot of the information is helpful to us in how we kind of figure out what we're going to do for the year and how you guys listen to the show and where you listen to it and all those things. Right. So it helps us, determine, what we do and how we do it. So it's not just, us asking for stupid questions. Let's see what else. Sign up for the Disney by the Numbers shirt club. I am wearing our Silly Symphony this week. You can sign up for the shirt club by going to DisneyByTheNumbers.com. And on the left-hand side, just click on the T-shirt club sign-up form, fill out the information, and then the next shirt that we will be doing will be in January. So stay tuned for January, and that will be our next shirt. Also, we have some books on sale for the holidays. Disney by the Numbers. John's got it behind him. I got one behind me. My book is on sale at Disney by the Numbers for $15, free shipping. I ask that you order it prior to 12/15. After that, what's ever left is, hopefully we'll get them out there. And after that, I won't be able to do any shipping until January. So get your order in before December 15th. John's got a book, The Disney Bucket List for the Magic Kingdom. His book is $14.
Yeah, it's $14.95 on Amazon, and I'm going to continue the special. So if you go to www.parkhoppers.com/holiday offer, we're selling the books for $10, and I think shipping's like $2 and something. Wow. And but that's only for the United States. Those of you who caught me in the UK, you sneaky sneaks. So that's only for the U.S. Sorry, guys. If you want something shipped outside of the United States, contact me and we'll figure something out. But for now until I think, what do you say, the 15th?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my cutoff date too. The 15th of December. That'll make sure that I get everything out. And I swear, books are coming.
Yeah, well, mine are all shipped. I'm clean. I'm innocent.
I keep having things pop up, and I've got like 2 or 3 books that have to go to the post office.
Yeah.
But,
and last but not least, if you would like to contribute to the show, feel free. You can call us and leave us a message at 407-413-9010. You can tell us about a trip you've been on. You can tell us, you're in the park and something fun happened to you. You want to tell us about it. Whatever those things are, we will love to play them on the show. So give us a call at 407-413-9010. Or email us at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. So with that said, it's time for us to get into
the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Hey, Moana is continuing its reign of terror across. Moana is continuing to kill in the box office. Moana is still sailing huge in the box office. That's
You're welcome.
Stating it. Yeah, you're welcome. We've been there a few times. Moana had made a splash at the domestic box office with an $82.08 million for the 5-day holiday weekend of Thanksgiving, including a $56.6 million over the Friday-Saturday period. That 5-day gross ranks it as number 2 Thanksgiving debut behind anyone?
Frozen ever.
Frozen, yeah, that's right. Frozen, which had a 93.6 million 5-day, and Moana gives Disney the top 6 5-day Thanksgiving debuts. Disney now also holds the top 8 3-day Friday, Saturday, Sunday periods, Thanksgiving debuts of all time. And in its international debut, Moana opened in a handful of territories this weekend, earning 17.2 million, including 12.3 million in China. The film's worldwide box office gross is just a mere $99.3 million after the first 5 days of its global release. Moana tops an outstanding year for Walt Disney Animation Studios as a critically acclaimed Zootopia. Zootopia debuted in March and went on to become one of the top animated films of all time with a, good God, 1.023 billion with a B.
I don't know how that movie made that much. I really don't.
I don't either. Let me come back to that. Let me finish. Go back to it. The two films, which both earned 98% on 98% fresh scores on Rotten Tomatoes and an A on cinema scores for audience, continue Disney's animation streak of hits, beginning with Tangled, including Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, and Big Hero 6. Here's the thing about Zootopia. Now, coming off this crazy-ass election, looking at all the chaos that has ensued, Zootopia preached a message of tolerance and acceptance and understanding and love, no matter what type of creature you are. Totally makes sense. That was kind of one of the baselines with Zootopia. Plus, it had a great story. Plus, those rabbits were cute as crap. How could it not do well in the box office? We saw it.
I saw it, and I don't think I saw it. I don't think the storyline was all that great. I mean, the animation was fun, but the storyline was a little.
I thought it was pretty good. It's not that I didn't think it was the best animated movie. I thought Frozen. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I thought Frozen was better, but it had enough nods in it that I actually really enjoyed it.
All right, but
by far, Moana is a better film.
Okay, I agree 100%. I mean, I thought Moana was a really good movie. Yeah. Good story, good animation, good music. Everything you want in a good Disney movie. And I have to say, I don't have a whole story about it, but Frozen is airing in the first time in forever on television this week. So, you bastard. So, if you've never seen the movie, you can see it for free. You can see the free edited television version this week on TV. And also, Mary Poppins is on television this week as well.
I think the words you're looking for, Tony, are thank you.
You're welcome. All right, next up, Shanghai Disney Resort is now celebrating the 200th performance of The Lion King in Mandarin. Now, when they built the park, they also built a theater that is completely accessible without going into the park. So they sell a separate ticket for this show as if it was like a Broadway show. And they've now done 200 performances already. So guests at Disney's Shanghai Resort celebrated the 200th performance, if I can speak tonight, of The Lion King in Mandarin production this week with a full house at the lavish 1,200-seat Walt Disney Grand Theater. This visually captivating and uplifting musical based on the classic Disney film is one of the most popular and longest-running Broadway shows in China. I did not know that. The show's cast
Easy for you to say. Commemorates? Commemorated?
Yes. The special occasion by snapping a selfie after curtain call with the entire audience. And to further celebrate the 200th performance, a digital billboard of Pudong will continue to glimmer into the night, sharing the milestone with the people of Shanghai. I am not sure what that is. The first Mandarin production of The Lion King has been running exclusively at the Walt Disney Grand Theater in Disneytown since its premiere June 14th, 2016. The musical showcase an outstanding cast with local talents as well as performers from all over the world, making this a distinctive and unique Broadway caliber experience. I really cannot talk tonight. Woo.
Hey guys, back in the day, you used to get like a trophy or a plaque or a watch or something for having, so many performances. Now, you get a selfie.
Yeah. Ding. Yeah. So if you are heading to Shanghai, China, go check this out because I think if you've seen it on Broadway, it'd be probably interesting to hear it and see it in Mandarin.
Yeah, it would be fascinating to see.
Kind of
kooky. It would be
kooky.
fascinating. Yeah. Hey, do you happen to know what channel that Frozen's be on? Is it going to be on ABC or ABC
Yes.
Family or
ABC.
whatever it's called?
It'll be on ABC. Regular
you can probably
channel
find that in the
ABC.
list.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's in the guide already.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Next up is Hong Kong Disneyland is set for a multi-year transformation with an all-new set of attractions and entertainment. Hong Kong Disneyland Resort announced a multi-year development plan to take the park to a new level of excitement, leveraging some of the most beloved and successful franchises in the Walt Disney Company. Plans include new themed areas, attractions, entertainment, and launching most every year from 2018 through 2023. Guests will experience Marvel and Frozen like never before as Hong Kong Disney leverages the best of Disney to bring both these world-renowned franchises to life in their own immersive areas. The centerpiece of the park and the gateway to Fantasyland, the castle, we talked about this before, will also be transformed to create a spectacular entertainment experience for guests. Some of the highlights of the new experiences and guests from around the world will include an epicenter of Marvel superheroes that will continue to unfold. From the launch of Iron Man Experience, the Marvel Universe continues to grow at Hong Kong Disneyland. Buzz Lightyear Astro Orbiters will be reimagined into a brand new experience for guests to fly alongside the icons of the Marvel Universe. Further, another thrilling attraction dedicated to one of the most popular Marvel franchises will be added to to expand the epicenter of Marvel superheroes as exciting events unfold in phases. I'm guessing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to guess too.
An exciting new Frozen-themed area where characters and stories from the Kingdom of Arendelle will come to life in ways guests have never experienced before at a Disney park. Guests will enjoy 2 new attractions and be immersed in Arendelle with uniquely themed dining, shopping, and entertainment.
I assume they're going to get our Frozen attraction.
I bet they will. And then finally, but not leastly, if that's a word, a completely transformed castle and hub area to showcase brand new daytime and nighttime show offerings will celebrate every prince and princess who ever wished upon a dang star and dare to follow a dream. And Adventureland Showplace, which invites guests to Moana's Village Festival through a series of daytime entertainment offerings anchored around a lively stage show in a new interactive entertainment environment. Also, in addition to experiencing live shows and immersive Disney storytelling, guests can meet Moana, heroine of the new Disney animated film that will be released globally. It's already been released.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the rumor about that last one is they're actually going to take down their current castle and completely build a new castle and a new hub area, which has never, ever, ever been done before in any Disney park, period, end of story. To completely rip down the castle and build a new. So if it actually happens, it'll be something interesting. It'll be definitely one for the history books.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see the construction shots. I think it's going to be amazing to see how they do that.
Can you imagine going to the park, like you're going to go to the park for the first time and there's no castle? Come on.
Yeah, that's going to be freaky.
Are they going to just put up one of those scrims of a giant cardboard cutout of the castle?
They're going to hire 400 people to stand there and hold up 3-dimensional castle walls, and they're going to be like stacked up like cordwood, just standing there holding up a.
Maybe with their laser projection, they could just put up a flat screen and project a castle on it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they could do the old Star Wars thing and just like project a 3D image.
Yep. All right. Over here in Florida, the new fast casual menu is available at the ABC commissary. I don't know why they're changing the menu. The park's got nothing in it. I don't know why people want to eat there or go there.
It's got a couple things in it.
All right. All right. The ABC commissary at Disney's Hollywood Studio has long been a guest favorite to take a break. Because it's air conditioned, and grab a bite to eat while they enjoy ample indoor seating and props from their favorite ABC television shows. Guests can expect a more upscale dining experience for dinner with elevated menu items and food brought to your table.
Ooh.
I like that part. New appetizers include jalapeno poppers, pita chips with hummus, fast casual entrees, including a juicy chimichurri steak served over a fire-roasted corn melody, hearty barbecue chicken and ribs with coleslaw, and a Southwest burger piled high with pepper jack cheese, bacon, guacamole, and jalapeno poppers. All three are served with thick-cut steak fries. Lighter options include a zesty lemon pepper salmon served with green beans and couscous, and the Mediterranean salad with tomatoes, onions, peppers, Kalamata olives, and feta tossed in a Greek vinaigrette and topped with your choice of chicken or salmon. Kids will enjoy entrees like barbecue chicken, salmon, or a burger. Guests will place their order at the register, receive a pager, choose any table in the dining room, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ambiance as a cast member will deliver your food and drinks to your table. Need a drink refill? More ketchup? Just ask a nearby cast member, and they'll be happy to assist. So this is kind of like Beast Castle.
Yeah.
Now over at the studios, you order, you sit down, you get a pager, and wham, your food arrives. Hopefully to the right table, and not too cold.
Here's open.
Yeah.
Here is.
Over at the Contempo Cafe too, where you place your order and then you sit down and they bring your food out to you.
Oh, raw, really?
Yeah. So maybe it's the new thing. Maybe people don't like standing in the line. Listen, I'm with them. I don't like standing in that line either.
Nobody likes standing in the line.
Yeah. So we'll see.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
they needed to
Tuesday.
change the menu. Yeah, they needed to change the menu. It was time.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, hey, guys, if you are a fan of what we do here, and we appreciate you who listen every week, you talk to us while we're recording. If you would like to maybe help us keep the show on the air, one of the things you could do is go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast. And you can help support the show financially. And that allows us to do more things throughout the year. We do things like the monorail crawl and some of the other things like the boat. We do the fireworks cruises. We need some operating funds to help us do that because Disney, crazy, they like us to pay first for a lot of things. So one of the ways that you can help support us is go to patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast and help us by joining and becoming a Patreon. Now, there's different levels. You could do as little as $1 a month or as much as however much you want. But each level on the Patreon gives you a certain level of rewards. We've got some pretty cool rewards available, and we would love to have you sign up and become one of our great contributors like David and Stacy and Willie and Jeremy. Thank you guys so much for being Patreons and supporting the show, and that helps us out tremendously. And one of the things that I'm very excited about is the new Star Wars movie. It's coming out on the 18th. One of us is going to the press screening. One of us isn't. So Star Tours, when The Force Awakens came out, they had some stops at Jakku and a couple other places that we had no idea what they were, but they included them in Star Tours, and they're following the same thing here. So last year Jakku, BB-8 were added with The Force Awakens, and those coordinates became locked in at both Walt Disney World and at Disneyland's version of Star Tours. The adventure continues, and soon those two sequences will be randomized like all of the others in the attraction. So that's great. So now, you're not always going to see the same thing. They're going to randomize those. However, beginning on the 18th, Kashyyyk, Hoth, and Tatooine sequences and the hologram transmission of Admiral Akbar, Yoda, and Princess Leia will be available once again, with Jakku and BB-8 added into the randomized scene process. So this will likely last until scenes from Episode 8 are added to the attraction in 2017. I'm shocked that they're not bringing in any of the scenes from the new movie.
They are.
They are
bringing. Yeah, that's what we were told at. Chapek told us at the Destination D that they are going to put in some things from the new movie.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I don't think they can do without them.
No, I don't think they can either.
Yeah. So I don't think he gave us a date on when that's going to happen. I would assume soon, if not already. I haven't been over there lately. I got to get over there. Anyway, if you would like to leave more of your money at Disney, they found a new way for you to donate a little bit more. The Walt Disney World here in Florida has added express bus service for a price. So Walt Disney World is introducing their new express bus transportation beginning December 7th. For $15 per person per day, or $24 per person for a multi-day use, express bus transportation will pick up guests from inside the Walt Disney World theme park and utilize a backstage area to reach their destination faster. The bus only provides service between the 4 theme parks, so not back to your resort, but to another theme park. Annual pass holders and cast members can only purchase a one-day service.
Thanks,
the
guys.
Service yeah. If you're going to come back, you pay for another day. The service operates from 10 a.m. until park close, and buses will be at each station every 30 minutes, and each park has a kiosk where guests can be picked up and dropped off. At the Magic Kingdom, it will be the area between Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger and the exit area. It's just past Buzz Lightyear where the cast members come in. That's where the bus will be. Then at Epcot, it'll be east of Spaceship Earth, and that's over by the security area, if you've ever been back there. Disney's Hollywood Studio will be adjacent to Rock and Roll Roller Coaster. That's out where they used to have the Star Wars shop. Obviously, it's very easy to get a bus back there. Disney's Animal Kingdom near Kilimanjaro Safari entrance. And I don't go there often enough. I have no idea where that is.
That's way back in the back of
Yeah, it's all the way in the back. I know that, but I'm not sure of the particular. So guests can purchase the upgrade when they purchase their tickets, or can visit a guest relations location to add it onto their ticket.
How soon do they raise the price on this? Because this is too cheap. This is way too cheap. Too many people are going to love this.
I don't know. I usually tell people not to buy a Parkhopper because, and maybe this is the reason why, because it takes too long to get from one place to another. And I feel like you're wasting a lot of time on a bus. Most of the time it has to be on a bus. There's only 2 places that you can go on a monorail, Epcot and Magic Kingdom. Okay. And even that is time consuming. You have to go to the TTC. You got to transfer. And if that monorail just left, you got to wait quite a long time before monorail number 2 comes around and scoops you up. So I feel as if with me and my family, the way I used to do is just go to one park and spend the entire day there. maybe we would leave, go take a nap, go lunch outside the park, but always go back to the same park. Just because I didn't feel like it was a good use of my time sitting on a bus. Especially something like the Animal Kingdom to the Magic Kingdom. That's a long bus ride. So you're still not shortening the distance, but I guess you're just shortening the wait because they're guaranteeing a bus every 30 minutes, according to what I read.
Right.
So,
well, it'll be interesting. I don't think they're charging enough. I think there's going to be so many people that jump on this. They're going to have to raise the prices so that they're just going to have too many people jumping on this.
I think people would pay this or maybe even a little bit more for resort-to-resort transportation. If there was a Magic Kingdom bus loop, if there was a Epcot Resort bus loop or, something like that, I think people would pay that money. Because like we know, it's very difficult to get from resort to resort.
Right. So just taking a quick aside here, one of our chat room listeners asked a question. Steven, our good friend Steven, asked, are they only going to do this thing with the Death Star on Spaceship Earth for the live event, this one special event that they advertise on the Disney Park blog, or is this going to be something that they actually add into the rotation and becomes a thing?
I don't know. They didn't really say. Maybe they'll say tonight. I don't know. They didn't say in the announcement or the story. Now, they did turn it into Mike Wazowski one time, and they never did it after that. So I don't know.
Right. That's what I was going to say. It's
my guess it's a one-time event.
Right. I feel like they should do it more. Why not? If they're going to rebrand Epcot anyway, heck yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? If you set it up once, why wouldn't you at least keep it for a couple of weeks? At least through the holidays. But
not only that, I mean, you do a castle show. Why not a Spaceship Earth show? There's a huge area there that you can fill with a bazillion people to see from both sides. And once they are going to remove the tombstones, once they remove the tombstones, you got really a very large viewing area to hold a lot of people.
Yeah, I doubt that they would do it on that side because then you start having entrance problems. And Disney is going to be huge on security and entrance. So I think that they would probably keep it on the back side.
They'll make the walkways, but I still think I would love to see a Spaceship Earth show, Yeah,
I agree. And I agree with what Steven says. I think they should probably do it at least through to December 18th when the movie comes out, at least. Yeah. But again, that's just me. That's my geekiness. Yeah. That seems to be a large piece of wasted space. But maybe there's a contract with Siemens because, at the end of Illumination, Siemens lights up the ball. It's a big advertising. Insert joke here. Yeah. Okay, so moving forward, and again, let me go ahead and preface this. This is not meant to start a political conversation. If your person won or your person lost, I don't care. We're just talking about the news. Okay? Feel me?
I feel you, brother.
All right, bro. So it came out last week that Disney CEO Bob Iger is been tapped to be part of Donald Trump's advisory board. So Donald Trump is establishing his President Strategic and Policy Forum, and he wants Bob Iger to be a part of that. And that group is comprised of some of the country's most respected and successful business leaders. So the chairman and CEO of the Walt Disney Company makes sense to be on the list of 16 members that will be on that forum. This forum, by the way, will be chaired by Stephen A. Schwartzman, CEO of Blackstone. Other members include General Motors' Mary Barra, J.P. Morgan Chase and Company's Jamie Dimon, and Walmart Stores' Doug McMillan. If I said that correctly. The forum will meet with Trump frequently, and the first meeting is set to take place in February at the White House. Members will provide their own views to Trump on how the government policy affects economic growth, job creation, and productivity. The release stated that the purpose of the group is to provide direct input to the president in a, quote, frank, non-bureaucratic, and nonpartisan manner. This forum brings together CEOs and business leaders who know what it takes to create jobs and drive economic growth. My administration, says Trump, is committed to drawing on private sector expertise and cutting the government red tape that's holding back our businesses from hiring, innovating, and expanding right here in America. I don't think it's a bad idea. And for those of you people who are more liberal, left-leaning, you should be very happy about this, because there's not a company that is more progressive, more tolerant, and inclusive of all people than the Disney company.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this makes perfect sense, and this should be one of those things that he's lauded over.
Yeah,
That's just me.
I mean, this could open the doorways to more Disney parks in America. Who knows? We could have one in every state. Back in, oh gosh, I don't even remember. There was Eisner wanted to build Disney America. I think it was in Virginia. It was. I'm not sure the state. It's going to be a park all about America and America's history. So hey, maybe we're going to see that. Remember, Disney ideas don't go away. They don't die. They just get put on the shelf for another time. This may be the other time.
That could be interesting. Could we have a third park? I mean, a third area in the United States?
Sure, why not? I think we should. I think we could.
Texas makes sense if you put it in a place that doesn't have a lot of snow. I don't think Americans are ready for a park that has a lot of snow. Like Chicago. Chicago makes sense, but I wouldn't put a park in Chicago.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Probably not. Who knows? That's right.
It'd be fascinating.
All right. Last week's trivia question was, what tune served as the overall musical score for the Main Street Electrical Parade? The correct answer was Baroque Hoedown, and the winner is John King. And John was good enough to send us his address, so I don't have to ask him for his address. So John will send something out in the mail to you this week.
He was that confident.
That confident.
Here's the right answer.
Will be the winner.
Here's my address. Just send me my prize.
Yep. I've met John before. Actually, I met John at a WDW radio meet a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So I do know John. All right. This week's trivia question is this. What was the name of the show at Disney's MGM studio? See what I did there? That you could see a sound effects demonstration.
It was called Shh, I'm Trying to Sleep.
It was not Stitch's Great Escape.
Oh, my God.
If you know the answer to this week's trivia question, give us a call at 407-413-9010 or DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. I think a lot of people should know that answer. If you're a Disney World fan, you should be able to guess that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had to look it up.
Did you really?
I'm a horrible Disney fan.
All right. We're going to have to take a punch out of your Disney punch card.
Whatever.
All right. Here in Port Orleans, I didn't know they didn't have this, so this was kind of news to me. But some of the Walt Disney World resorts sit on pretty expansive amount of property, we all know, making it somewhat difficult to get around the resort. Yes, we do know. Thank you, Disney. One example is the Disney's Port Orleans Resort, Riverside. Disney has just added a dedicated internal bus to this resort that will stop at 4 of the bus stops at Riverside and will stop at Port Orleans Resort, French Quarter, as an added convenience. The shuttle service will start running at 6:30 a.m. Wow. I don't want to be that bus driver. And go until 12:30 a.m. I don't want to be that bus driver. Sunday through Thursday, and will run until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The bus service from Port Orleans Resort, Riverside, to the Magic Kingdom Park has been slightly modified for guest convenience as well. From approximately 8 a.m. until 11 a.m., peak morning hours, 2 separate buses will be sent to the resort. One bus will pick up from the west north, and east stops and head straight to the Magic Kingdom. The other bus will pick up at the south stop, which is typically a larger and more crowded in the morning, and then take them to the Magic Kingdom. Both of these additional services should reduce wait time for guests while also getting them around the Magic Kingdom faster. And this is interesting because when I was Ubering last weekend, I made 2 stops at Port Orleans, and both of them said, we got tired of waiting for the bus, so we called an Uber. So apparently there's a bus problem at Port Orleans.
I've gotten that too, not necessarily at that resort, but I've gotten that a lot too. Just we didn't want to wait for a bus, or they wanted to go from resort to resort.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what I do a lot.
Yeah. If they were to make resort to resort transportation, us Uber drivers see a drastic drop in rides in Walt Disney World.
Yeah, that's true.
So you don't really have to do it, Disney. Now that I think about it, it's a bad idea.
Bad idea. Just put that one on the shelf and let that sit there and collect some dust for a little while.
Right.
So the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resorts announced a $12 million transformation to the Dolphin Resort lobby. I guess the Swan's kind of screwed. The Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort lobby will undergo a $12 million redesign as the final stage of the largest makeover in the resort's history. When finished in the fall of 2017, the new lobby will be completely transformed into a sleek contemporary space and feature new dining and beverage options. That was good news.
Yeah.
Renowned Manhattan design firm iCrave or Icrave, you never can tell. Designers of projects including Westin New York at Times Square, W Atlanta, and STK Restaurants created the concept for the new lobby space, drawing on inspiration from the lobby's iconic dolphin fountain. The centerpiece of the new lobby will be a dazzling custom crystal chandelier, which will sparkle above the fountain and use the latest in color-changing lighting technology.
LED.
Why couldn't they just say LED? Other new features will include a new geometric ceiling, increased lighting, all new contemporary decor and furnishings, and more than double the amount of seating. 2 new food and beverage options will be incorporated into the lobby, including a bar and lounge space seating up to 150 people. A new quick service cafe and market offering coffee, sandwiches, and snacks will provide guests with a convenient way to energize during their day, whether it be filled with business meetings or exploring the theme parks. The Dolphin Resort lobby will remain open throughout the renovation with minimal impact to resort guests. The project is currently scheduled to begin in spring of 2017 and be completed by the fall.
That's not that bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is also part of a $140 million transformation of the guest rooms, the 2,200 guest rooms as well. And I've heard they really have done a nice job on the new guest rooms from some people that have stayed there recently.
Now, do they do both resorts? They do the Swan and the Dolphin for the guest rooms?
I believe so.
I stayed there a couple of weeks ago for that press event, and it was amazing. It's great.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. So
cool.
Kudos to them.
Good job,
I don't
guys.
ever remember a complete overhaul of this resort. This needed
it. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
I think it could use a good paint job on the outside. I think that's the next thing they should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks a little faded.
Yeah, the interior really needed it. It was dated. It was very, very dated. Yeah. But it's they're still cool resorts, and it's still a fascinating story of how those resorts got built.
Yeah. Club Villain is still in motion. They got some new shows. We still have to get over there. We got to make a list.
I know, right?
Got to make a list of things.
And
they got some discount stuff going on. So Friday and Saturday evenings, October 31st to December 31st, at 5 and 8:30 p.m. And then Friday evenings in January 2017, it will be from at 5 p.m. and 8:15 p.m. The specialty ticket event is hosted by Dr. Facilier. He is joined by Maleficent, Queen of Hearts, Cruella, and the Evil Queen. Guests at Club Villian will enjoy a stage show, musical numbers, a house DJ, meet and greets, dancing, drinks, potions bars, and a New Orleans celebrities to eat. Some of the menu items include a beef strip loin rubbed with herbs of the Provence, voodoo sticky pig wings with citrus gremolata, and a spicy shrimp sauteed with andouille sausage and tomato, okra, onions, and over a creamy polenta. Now, price is $129 per person. Tax and gratuity is included, but annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club get a discount ticket for $99, including tax and gratuity. On select dates through January 28th, 2017, annual pass holders will need to call 407-WDW-DINE. DVC members will need to call 800-800-9800. Reservations are now open and can be made up to 90 days in advance online or by calling 407-939-3463. Theme park admission is also required.
I think Holly Carter has a good idea. We should do a meetup in January.
There?
Do it there.
And let everybody pay their own way? And have a giant meetup?
Just figure out a date and say, hey, we're going to go this date. Go buy your tickets, and we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
And if you don't show, no big deal.
Yeah. Sounds good.
We
could probably see Jingle Jangle Bangle Bam afterwards, if it's still going.
If it's early enough, I don't know if they're going to keep that up past January 1st.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like to do is to do the tours of the resorts, like Animal Kingdom Lodge I have not done. I have done Wilderness Lodge. And now there's a complimentary tour available for Old Key West, which is awesome. During the Legend of Conch Flats tour, participants will be treated to tales of how Disney Imagineers blended fact and fiction in creating the original Disney Vacation Club. The tour focuses on the hospitality house area of the resort and lasts 45 to 60 minutes. The tour is offered from 10 a.m. on most Wednesdays and Saturdays. Interested guests should meet in Papa's Den adjacent to the resort front desk. Advanced registration is not required, and there's no charge for the tour. With this offering, Old Key West joins a number of other DVC resorts known to offer similar walking tours, including Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Villas, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, Disney's Grand Californian Hotel, which is not at Walt Disney World. Guests are encouraged to inquire about similar offerings during their Disney resort stay. This is awesome. I love this. Yeah. This is so.
I didn't know the Boardwalks did one, and I didn't know the Grand Flow did one.
I did not either.
So now I have to put those on my list.
That'd be a cool meetup. Meet one Saturday, and we're going to take a walking tour. We could do that. We could contact the resort.
Maybe lunch afterwards or something like that.
Yeah. We want to bring some people in just to do the tour.
All right, sounds good to me. All right. Vintage pressing offering for Disney Parks fans. Vintage Pressing has a large assortment of drink coasters, phone cases, luggage tags with Disney, Pixar, and other pop culture things on them. They could also do custom work. You can contact them at www.vintagepressing.com. Use the code Disney Podcaster at checkout and save $1 on your purchase. I have to get something done from Vintage Pressing. So I'll have to send you my art that I want on a mouse pad. My mouse pad is all a mess. I need a new one. So I will get it from Vintage Pressing.
Sweet. So you can take care of it.
Yep. Next up, the Epcot DVC Lounge is going to remain open through 2017. I am quite shocked. DVC has confirmed that the lounge will remain open through 2017. Owners with access to the membership Magic Perks program and their guests can visit the lounge during pavilion operating hours. Among the lounge benefits are comfortable seating, not all of it, recharging stations, public use computer terminals. There's only one if you get the kid off it. Game consoles and complimentary refreshments. Disney cast members are also there to assist with any vacation planning needs. When I was there, they did hand out snacks too. So you can add snacks to that list. By the end of 2016, Disney projects that more than 180,000 members will have visited that space. That is ludicrous, considering it opened like halfway through the year. So, like in 6 months, 180,000 people went to this one little lounge. I swear, for a while, it was the only thing photographed and posted on Facebook. It was the only thing in my Facebook feed with pictures of the lounge. People were literally taking pictures of chairs, and I'm like, "It's a lounge, people."
Hey, look, a chair.
Yeah. Oh my God, they have a chair. It's like they've never seen one inside a park. Look, a place to sit.
Right? Ba, ba, ba. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a DVC member, so I'm kind of like, yay. But that's great.
I could take you up there, John.
I would love to. I would love to go. That'd be awesome. So if we haven't talked about spring and the Flower and Garden Festival enough, we have some more information that we'd like to share about the new outdoor kitchens and topiaries for the 2018 Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. A 6-foot-tall topiary figment, yes, bouncing on a floral ball light you during the spring's Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival at Walt Disney World Resort. 90 days of bright blooms and whimsical creations for all your senses will begin on March 1st for 90 days.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, and Pluto will greet Epcot guests at the front entrance in a new topiary garden inspired by a vintage Walt Disney short film. Belle from the Oscar-winning Disney film Beauty and the Beast is getting a major topiary makeover, joining Snow White, Elsa, and Anna as the next generation princess topiary. In this Cars-themed interactive play garden, a new character topiary for the upcoming June 2017 release of Cars 3. Wow. Will also be included. If you get inspired, you could take advantage of the expanded operating hours of through Sunday, March 5th, and pop into the gardening seminar or do-it-yourself workshop during the remaining weeks of the festival. Now leave room to try 2 new outdoor kitchens and grab a seat when performers will rock American Garden Theater stage 4 days a week. The Garden Rocks concert series will run Friday through Monday with 3 concerts a night. So I'm assuming that they 10 or 12 last year.
So think about this. This one's for 90 days. Food and Wine one's for about 90 days. We're close to it now. So out of 6 months out of the year, there's a festival going on in this park. June, July, and August, they're off for, summer because it's just too busy to do things. Right. So that leaves the Christmas 3 months. Is the other 3 months they don't really do anything, October, November, December.
And we have the month of the art festival now.
Yeah, and now we have the arts festival, which will take up some of the slack in January, February, and March. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow.
I think if they could figure out a way to make these kiosks permanent, I think they would do it. If it didn't jam up a lot of the walkway, I think that's their largest concern.
Right.
But if they can do it, I think they would.
Right. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Yep. So happening over at Disneyland, our parade made it cross country. Main Street Electrical Parade is going to start there January 20th. So get ready to celebrate the return of Disney's park icon. As Disney has told us earlier this year, the Main Street Electrical Parade is back where it all began in the Disneyland Park for a limited time. I wonder what that really means. For a limited time.
I don't know.
And where's it going after that? Beginning January 20th, whether you're making new memories or reliving old favorites, this is the homecoming celebration you wanted to share with family and friends. The encore performance at Disneyland Park will return nightly until June 18th. Well, that's pretty limited. That's
Yeah.
45 years after it first lit up Main Street, USA in 1972. And during this
Wow.
limited time celebration, guests will also enjoy special merchandise, special food offerings inspired by the Main Street Electrical Parade. They'll also, Disney will have more to share with us soon. But if you want to celebrate the return of the Main Street Electrical Parade in style and give up a little bit more of your cash, you can join them on January 19th for a special after-hours premiere event and be among the first to experience the return of the beloved parade. After the park closes, the premiere event ticket holders will enjoy a night of exclusive access to Disneyland's parks and attractions and select restaurants, featuring special performance of the Main Street Electrical Parade ahead of its official debut to the public. Tickets will go on sale for the Disneyland Resort annual pass holders tomorrow. So if you're listening to this, you probably missed it by a day. And to the general public on December 13th. Now, they had something like this for us when we got the parade back for Summer Nightastic, which was only supposed to be a limited thing when I was staying like 6 years. And they ran the parade, then they parked the floats, and I think they were even allowing people into the little bug and boop, 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 and driving the bug around. So if you're in Disneyland, if they don't say how much this costs, I would try and get a ticket to this. I think it'll be something that you'll want to do. If you're a Main Street Electrical Parade fan, this is probably a must-do on your list. And if anybody's going, would like to, Facebook it live, or we'd love to help, get the word out for you, and do anything. Pictures would be great. You want to come on and tell us about it? We're all down for that too.
Absolutely.
I'm a Main Street Electrical Parade fan, so I was kind of sad to see it go, but at least it's in a good place for now. Maybe we'll get it back. I don't know.
It's in a happier place.
I'll be okay. That's it. Anything else we need to talk about?
Not the only thing. Real quick though, I did want to talk about one real quick thing. If you haven't been down to Disney Springs yet, let me go full screen here so you can see it. They just got out the holiday gift hunt with Stitch. Stitch's holiday gift hunt, and basically this is the back of it here. This looks just like the passports from Food and Wine Festival, and inside of it you'll find Stitch has a gift, some instructions over here and how to use it. Basically, you go from it's got a map of Disney Springs here, which could become very. But basically, you go to the different locations that tells you to go, and then you put a sticker, and the stickers are located in the center of the book. So there's the gift stickers. So you go all around Disney Springs. You solve the clues, and you put the right clue in the right location. And then when you get to the end, it says you found all the gifts. Your hunt is complete. Redeem Stitch's list for holiday treats. So I'm assuming you probably get some kind of a Disney-themed sweet treat of some sort. So this is totally free. Parkhopper Sid went earlier and got like three of these. Just they were just giving them out, so she grabbed a few so we could all have one. So if you haven't gotten one, we've got one for you. Cool. You could certainly have that. So I love anything that's cool, anything that doesn't cost a lot of money, and plus it's got my boy Stitch. So so that's happening at Disney Springs. I don't know when they're going to end this. They'll probably end it right before Christmas.
I can't imagine.
I'm sorry. Nope. From November 11th through January 8th.
Wow.
Yeah, heck yeah.
They're going to be giving out a lot of treats.
They are. So that's kind of cool. That's it. That's all I had. That's a good way to end the show.
As a pass holder, I'm glad. As a stockholder, I'm a little upset about that free giveaway stuff.
Whatever. They make tons of money. Don't worry about it. Don't stress your little head over it.
I think they're just trying to get people to go down there.
Yeah, they are. They totally are.
All right, kids, that's it. If you want to get in touch with us, go over to www.disneyparkspodcast.com. Check us out on Twitter at Disney Podcast or over at Facebook at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And as always, give us a call, 407-413-9010, or send us a message at disneyparkspodcast@gmail.com. And as we'd like to say around here, we will see ya in the parks.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One you wish upon a star, your dream